don't want
But
to be in
going back to what
relationships.
Marcus said multiple times, you can't compare a prostitute to a real woman. Plain and simple. You have to be able to look. The problem is y'all don't know how to decipher the two. Men, we know very well the difference between the two. The thing is, you would be privy to have be a fly on the wall in a men's group chat. That's what you would need to see in order to understand exactly how we talk and the way things are. Listen, we were seeing 10,000 pictures of chicks with BBLs in the group chat and talk shit about all of them, about how weak they look. When we say marriage material or mattress material, we mean that. That's a very big difference. So y'all can feel however you want, you know what I'm saying, about the likes that these girls getting, but the strippers at the club get a couple dollars too. You think that matters to somebody? Somebody go tip them $100 and go home and don't care. You dig what I'm saying? Like, y'all have to be able to decipher between sex work and real women. It is not the
y'all
same
need
thing.
to know how to decipher between that, because y'all are not prizes if y'all are still entertaining your wives and the prostitutes. That part. Y'all want us to.
We're not entertaining.
We're not talking about the
prioritize.
husbands. Listen,
Y'all want us to prioritize
we're talking about the
marriage
man
so
that
bad and put marriage on this pedestal. Like, oh my God, I'm a wife. She's a side chick. But these days, we can't tell the difference between a side chick and a wife, because you're giving her time. You're giving her
wives
energy.
Understand the
and
difference.
At the end of the day, you are the root of the issue, not the prostitute or the wife. It's you.
And again, we're not talking about the married men on the panel. We're speaking about the men that you just said you give zero chances to. It's a lot of them. So they are the ones, as I stated earlier, giving the likes, paying the prostitutes. We're not talking about us as married men on here. We're speaking for the men that are giving them that attention, that's keeping their pockets fat. That's
single
who
men
we're
are
talking about.
Single men are doing it too, though. Let's clock it. Single men are doing that too. Single men are out here paid for pussy. When I first came onto the podcast and y'all was talking behind the scenes, y'all was speaking about how men is making it hard. Like, the men that's doing this is making it hard for the good quality men. You know what I'm saying? Because women think that all they have to do is have a BBL and certain things that that usually only prostitutes have in order to get a certain type, to be taken care of certain type of way, to get a certain type of attention. Y'all, if y'all can't admit that now, it's like y'all can admit it when it's beneficial to your argument, but then when it's when it's beneficial to a woman's argument, you don't want to admit it. Y'all know there's men out here tricking off, doing things for women that don't deserve it, and that's why women think it's okay that they can just have this and just have that. We just don't think that, because why else would we think it? We looking at the results that other women
blaming
are
men
and how they're bragging
women
about it. Other women
for women busting it open for money?
I'm not finished. Other women are bragging about it. Look
at
how the other women
You don't want to have a conversation. You just want to lecture.
No, every time y'all talk and I notice that
we're trying to go.
Darwin, do I not apologize and stop talking? Regardless,
I don't want you to stop talking. I want you to talk, but I want you to be able to allow room for interaction between your points. Because you're making statements that are not. The reason why I be
quiet, Darwin, for so long and let y'all talk is because I know my arguments are drawn out. But still, respectfully,
how can you argue when you have nobody
like you're drawn
to
out? I'm not
respond
going to cut you off and tell you that you're drawn out. I'm gonna respect you, give you the floor, and when it's my
turn,
I'm gonna
listen. By all means, you can talk. Whenever there's opportunity for somebody to respond to something you say, you should allow it so you can get more clarity and we can actually have a conversation about it. But it sounds more like you just lecturing instead of actually having a useful dialogue. So whenever you make a statement like, the reason why there's no good women because there's a lot of tricks out here that's making the women bad. That's not, you can't put that on. It's not a good woman. If a good woman if a woman want to sell her vagina, she just want to sell her vagina. That don't mean that these guys that's paying for it is making the dating market bad.
Men lead, right? Men set the tone, right? Y'all always want to say men set the tone.
We lead a
household.
We don't lead.
But men don't set the tone when it comes to the bad things that they lead and choose to support and provide.
You can't lead a woman that's not yours. That has nothing to do with
it. We don't lead straight.
If it's not your woman, your wife, you can't lead somebody else's household. We're talking about simply individuals that
y'all lead society. You lead society. What you do as a man and how you move is when you lead society. That's why Malcolm X knew it was important how he showed up in public. Y'all gotta realize these likes, these comments, these lustfulness, it's public now.
Who
This
told you
ain't
we?
just the
Who told you
90s
we
where
lead society?
I'm cut off again.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. You'll make a statement and then you'll jump into a whole nother category
I think
of a
Summer
topic
Walker
before somebody
said
can
it best.
respond to the statement you made. You made a strong statement, but you don't even want. It's like you don't want a rebut. If
Darwin,
you sit
can
here
I
and say
can I
that-
add a quote in there? Maybe get a couple laughs. I think Summer Walker said it best. And I quote, "What am I missing? Always taking L's every time I try with a ninja. That just don't hesitate, gone. What am I missing? Seems like you gain more from a sugar daddy or a drug dealer. Pick me out the club, one hit. Fast forward, just might be a hoe." Y'all know that song?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I was trying to lighten it up a little bit. I'm not saying I don't want to be a hoe, but I'm just saying Summer Walker said it best. She's making the point that a lot of us were saying those men have made it more attractive, to be out there worrying about the money, worrying about the BBLs, worrying about all of that, because men are putting a lot of attention. They're putting resources. They're putting a lot of energy into the women that are getting the BBLs, that are shallow, that are pretentious, that are all of those things. So a lot of women adopt that mindset that they just might be a hoe.
See what y'all got
they get
wrong.
more out of that instead of putting their heart into something.
What y'all getting wrong is men haven't just started putting money into sex work because of people being able to inflate their ass. This is something that's been happening. It wasn't that.
But there's more visibility into it now.
Men have been putting money into sex work long before that. It's just that once women found out that that's more.
Y'all keep saying that like that makes it okay. Like,
well, I haven't finished my point. I haven't finished
so long. It doesn't make it.
It makes it okay if that's the outcome you want as a man.
Look.
The point I wanted to make is women are seeing the purses, the designer, the trips, all of the lavish stuff, and they're selling out on nuclear families and regular relationships so they can have those frivolous things. That's what it is. It's not necessarily it's just the podium is swinging towards sex work because you're able to deal with not being submissive and cooperative man, and you're able to get all these material things just for busting it open. You're taking the easy way out. It's similar to what I said earlier when y'all was on the marching lines with us. When y'all figured out y'all can go and make your own account and go get your own money, y'all sold out. You sold out. So now you can be put in starting lineup. You can be put as the wife, as the fiance. And when you see other women making money off of their body and you see them getting likes, you're gonna sell. You want that. You rather have that than to be a submissive woman to a man and raise a family. That's what it is. You selling out. That's all it is. And you keep pointing the finger at the men. These men know what outcomes they want. If they want to go have a wife, they shift their energy towards that. But if they want to go have a good time, that's what they're going to want to do. Just because a man going to want to have a good time don't mean you got to conform to that. Don't mean that you got to go put your body under the knife so you can go get the money. Go back home. Go do the dishes. Go fix a sandwich. Go change some diapers. Go build a family.